The day has come when Geralt hangs up his silver sword to grow vegetables and raise goats. But don't worry, The Witcher 4 won't let this world rest easy. This time, the main character is Ciri, a strong, beautiful, but unfortunate girl. Her misfortune isn't due to credit debt, but because she's being hunted by the Wild Hunt and numerous other forces looking to exploit her elder blood. Simply put, Ciri is the kind of character you want to protect, and also the one you'd invite to combat rank because her space-shifting skills are top-notch. Are you a fan of brain-twisting plots, skill-demanding gameplay, or graphics as good as a movie? The Witcher 4 offers all that, but also comes with choices more challenging than deciding between pizza or hamburger. Get ready, because this journey not only involves saving the world, but also discovering that being a Witcher is not as tiring as being an Elder Blood descendant. Let's get started. Since The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt was released in 2015, The Witcher has become one of the most prominent game franchises in the world, with a large gaming community and numerous prestigious awards. At the end of 2024, CD Projekt Red announced The Witcher 4, also known as Polaris, marking a significant milestone in the series. The Witcher 4 trailer, unveiled at the Game Awards 2024, marks the beginning of a new chapter in the series, with Ciri, Geralt's adopted daughter, as the main character. The trailer shows that Ciri has become a full-fledged Witcher, as evidenced by the silver sword and the link-shaped pendant, hinting at a new Witcher school, possibly the School of the Lynx. Interestingly, the trailer does not feature Geralt, although developers have reassured players that he is not gone. Ciri is seen exploring the northern regions of the continent, possibly cold areas, with Slavic cultural influences. This may hint at new locations in the game's open world, including regions like Kovir and Povis. This is a brief overview of what the trailer depicts. Here is my analysis based on it. With the information revealed and the first trailer, the game promises many improvements in gameplay, graphics, and storyline. Below is a detailed analysis of these three key elements. In The Witcher 4, the main character is no longer Geralt of Rivia, but Ciri, Geralt's adopted daughter, whom players have met in previous installments. This is a significant change in gameplay, as Ciri is no longer just a side character, but the main character, with unique abilities and combat style. One of Ciri's most notable abilities is her ability to teleport across dimensions, a power she possesses thanks to her elder blood. In The Witcher 4, this ability is likely to be heavily explored, allowing players to not only fight, but also solve puzzles or interact with different worlds. This will not only make the gameplay more diverse, but also expand the spaces and environments players can explore. Ciri promises to be a quick and powerful warrior, different from Geralt, who often uses magic and defensive tactics. Ciri's fighting style in The Witcher 3 was highly praised by gamers, with swift and strong attacks. In The Witcher 4, players will continue to control Ciri in high-paced battles, combining fast attacks with her special skills. The new combat system is expected to be improved to make the most of Ciri's ability to move between dimensions, creating dramatic and unique action scenes. Furthermore, one of the most anticipated aspects of The Witcher 4 is the graphics upgrade. CD Projekt Red has announced that the game will use Unreal Engine 5, one of the most advanced graphics technologies available today. This will bring an expansive, detailed, and more vibrant open world than ever before. This means The Witcher 4 will take players to new lands that have never been explored in previous installments. From the trailer, we can see a village with strong Slavic cultural influences, with simple wooden houses and a cold atmosphere. Other areas on the continent also promise diverse terrains, from snowy mountains to dense forests, with interactions between natural elements and climate. Unreal Engine 5 allows for a detailed and rich environment, providing a realistic and lively experience. With Unreal Engine 5 technology, lighting and shadow effects will be enhanced, making every landscape in the game more mystical and impressive. Ciri, as well as other characters, will be designed with high detail, making the game characters feel as if they truly exist in that world. This enhancement not only improves the image quality, but also increases the realism, every battle, and scenery in the game. The plot of The Witcher 4 will continue the story of Ciri, a character that many players loved in The Witcher 3. However, with her becoming the main character, the story in The Witcher 4 promises to bring many surprises and new discoveries. In The Witcher 3, Ciri faced many challenges and important decisions, from fleeing the Wild Hunt to finding her freedom and place in a world full of dangers. In this installment, Ciri will continue her journey, but this time not just as a fugitive, but as a true warrior, ready to face all dangers and even fight against the Wild Hunt. To remind you, in Andrzej Sapkowski's original novels, the Wild Hunt appears as a supernatural phenomenon, often mentioned as an omen or soul pursuers. However, they do not play a significant role as in the games. Only in the game series has the Wild Hunt been developed into a more powerful and complex antagonist faction. The Wild Hunt is not just a group of warriors, but a symbol of destruction, inevitable fate, and the intertwining of dimensions. They represent forces beyond human control, while adding a mythological depth to the Witcher world. A key element of the storyline is Ciri's elder blood, which makes her one of the most special characters in the Witcher universe. This blood not only grants extraordinary power, but also makes Ciri the target of many forces. The relationship between Ciri and other important characters, especially Geralt, will continue to be an emotional highlight in the game. Although Geralt is not the main character, his presence through conversations, memories, or situations related to the past will deepen and enhance the storyline. A bit about Elder Blood. It originates from Lara Dorren, an ancient Ain-LL sorceress. Lara married a human sorcerer named Cregennan of Lode, despite opposition from both species. This marriage led to political and racial conflicts between elves and humans. Lara's bloodline continued through her descendants, creating a special lineage. Aethlyn's prophecy foretold that a descendant of Elder Blood would play a decisive role in the fight against the White Frost. Thus, characters like Ciri are always at the center of pursuit and schemes from various factions. The power of Elder Blood is immense, but also difficult to control. If used incorrectly or manipulated, it can cause global catastrophes. This adds to the complexity and inner conflict of Ciri in her choices. Elder Blood not only brings power, but also a burden. It places great expectations on Ciri, forcing her to face the question, should she use this power to save the world or reject her destiny and live freely? As in previous installments, The Witcher 4 will continue to use the player's choices to influence the storyline. Your decisions will affect the outcome of the story and relationships in the game. Will Ciri choose to become a true Witcher, or will she be drawn into political and wartime schemes? These decisions will impact not only Ciri, but also the characters around her and the entire world of The Witcher. Many players might wonder why Geralt is no longer the main character in The Witcher 4. I think it's understandable. In The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and its expansion DLCs Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, Geralt's story was fully completed. The endings may vary based on your choices, but overall, Geralt achieved his greatest goal, protecting Ciri, getting rid of troubles related to the Wild Hunt, and depending on your choices possibly living a peaceful life. Based on character development, Geralt no longer has a major motivation to embark on a new journey. Ending Geralt's story at its peak is a reasonable way to keep his image from fading. Ciri, Geralt's adopted daughter, has been an important character in The Witcher 3. She not only possesses Elder Blood, but also has superior combat abilities and the capability to move between worlds. With her potential not fully explored in previous parts, placing Ciri at the center of The Witcher 4 opens up opportunities for new storyline development while still closely linking to Geralt's history and the Witcher universe. Moreover, CD Projekt Red hinted that they wanted to explore new aspects of the Witcher world. Ciri, as someone who can travel between dimensions, is the perfect gateway to expand the story to uncharted lands and realities. Another crucial reason is brand renewal. After the success of The Witcher 3, continuing with Geralt might risk the brand becoming repetitive, not bringing anything fresh to players. Switching to a new character like Ciri helps The Witcher 4 inherit the spirit of the previous parts while providing a fresh feel in storytelling, gameplay, and the world. CD Projekt Red has confirmed that The Witcher 4 is just the first part of a new series, possibly a trilogy. Instead of continuing Geralt's story, they needed a new character to maintain long-term appeal. With Ciri, players will feel both familiarity and excitement in exploring her new storyline. Even though Geralt is not the main character, he can still play a supportive role in The Witcher 4. He might appear as a mentor or through memories, creating emotional connections between game parts. This helps retain Geralt's loyal fans without overshadowing the central role of the new character. So you've just gone through the journey of analyzing The Witcher 4 trailer. Although the game hasn't been released yet, just the fact that Geralt is stepping down for Ciri to take the lead is enough to make the community restless. We don't know how the storyline will be developed or there will be more sequels. We also don't need to know what the actual gameplay or graphics will be like, but with CD Projekt Red, hype is indispensable, and we are being drawn into a new storm of expectations. Get your wallets ready. The game isn't out yet, but the trailer is already this cool, so the release date will surely be not just the game's launch day, but also the day we say goodbye to our savings accounts. But hey, being a Witcher, money is just a tool, right? Geralt taught us that.
There are no gods here. There are only monsters.